receiving my call was probably a nightmare. It was like one of the biggest nightmares, biggest experiences that I've ever had. So while I was filling out my papers, I was in the transition of actually filling them out on paper and doing them online. That's what the church was kind of doing. They were transitioning from filling them out by hand and then just doing it all online. So I got halfway done with the written papers, and then my stake presidency at the time, and my bishop just said, okay, you have to transition over to the online works. And I was just like, I just did this, you know? It was kind of frustrating. But I initially finished everything on Thanksgiving, but then I didn't get the notice of them actually being submitted to Salt Lake until Christmas Eve. So I thought I was going to get my call sometime in December. But then my dad, who was the high counselor at the time, let me know that they didn't actually send them out until that time, until Christmas Eve. So typical waiting period is about 3 weeks, right? But 3 weeks kind of goes by, a month goes by, and I get a call from the stake president, just talking to my dad. And apparently, as soon as my dad got on the phone, he told this to me, but apparently Salt Lake called my stake president and said, well, okay, we have Brother Morris's papers here, but we just need to know if he's alive or not. My stake president just kind of asked, wait, what do you mean? It says, well, the doctor who did his physical never put down a heart rate for him. So we're just kind of wondering, like, is he in good health, or does he have like any other diseases or disabilities that we need to know of? And my stake president, who was a firefighter and EMT, said no, he's in good health. Gave me a normal heart rate. Just says, just put that down. He's perfectly fine. So get off the phone. I'm like, well, great. Waiting a whole month just to find out like Salt Lake doesn't think I'm alive. But then I think a couple months, no, it was just another month later. I didn't get, so I initially finished my part of everything around Thanksgiving, and then I didn't get my call until February 2nd the following year. So it took about 3 months for me to get the call. And if you can imagine, I was very, very, very frustrated. Like, I want my call. I want to know where I'm going. I want to get psyched, get ready, so I can get out of here. I can start serving. But it was a great lesson in patience and a great lesson in truly preparing for whatever. Preparing for whatever the Lord really wants you to do. Because in my experience on the mission, I'm kind of one example of it really does not matter where you serve, but whom and how you serve. I mean, after getting my call, just sitting there, basically reading through that document was one of the most spiritual and, I guess, emotional experiences of my life. I had a hard time actually getting through that document. It's just, yeah, you know how when you do something and you feel the Spirit is basically confirming. It's a confirmation. There it is. That is the word. The Spirit during that experience basically confirmed to me that this is what's right. This is what's happening, and this is what the Lord wants of me. And just how excited I was because of that. So the MTC, upon entering the MTC, that was an emotional and spiritual experience, like it is for everybody. But for me, it was, okay, I've got to go through this training so I can get out to the mission field. I'm not a very patient person. If I know where I'm supposed to be going and where I want to go, I have a hard time taking the journey to get there. But the journey is what helps you prepare. The training is what helps you prepare. That's the patience required in order to do something, anything, well. That's why you go to school. That's why you read the scriptures. That's why you do these things, these foundational things, in order to get where you're supposed to go. But for me, it was gosh, I got to go 2 months in the MTC, just learning all these things just so I can be in Serbia. So the MTC was a big slap in the face of, yes, you have to take the time. You have to take the time in order to do this well, in order to learn the language, of course, but to also be a missionary, to be obedient, to know what it's like to teach, learn how to teach, learn how to be personable, and to meet the needs of others. Because, as you know, the mission is not about you. It doesn't matter where you're serving, it doesn't matter who you're talking to, it's about the other people. And so transitioning from, oh my gosh, I'm going on a mission, it's going to be a great experience, into preparing you to meet the needs of other people, to change your focus. So that was the MTC, really, for me, and just transitioning from myself to training me into focusing on what others need.